The Yonkers City Council approved its $1 billion budget last night, but that approval didn't come without some tension and deliberating well into the early morning hours. News 12's Lisa Reyes tells us what's in and what's out and what it all means for Yonkers firefighters. Governor Christie also asked his former campaign manager, Bill Stepien, to withdraw his name for consideration as leader of the New Jersey Republican Party and leave a job at the Republican Governors Association, which Christie heads. White Plains school officials say proper protocol was followed. They're responding to a story you saw first on 12 last night. There are questions about whether a school scare was handled properly after an apparent threatening note was found, a note written by the mayor's son. News 12's Stefan Kim is at White Plains High School tonight with an update for us tonight. Stefan. Okay. Apparently, your kids' spoon in the freezer and backwards inside-out pajamas worked last night because most of them had their first snow day of the year today. And those lanes may have been closed for political payback against a local mayor, but Governor Christie maintains he knew nothing about it. Hello everyone, I'm Scott McGee. You don't have to deal with the crowds in Times Square to have a good time on New Year's. No, preps are underway right now in Westchester for a celebration that attracts thousands from across the area. And News 12's Lisa D'Souza joins us now from the DPW garage in White Plains with a preview of the big day and a look at the big ball. Lisa, is that the New Year's Eve ball there, or did you just come up with a great idea?
Either way you slice it, burr.
That is terrible. All right, thanks very much, Beryl. Well, I'm not sure what the statute of limitations is for Santa's naughty list, but a South Carolina woman has some serious work to do to get her back onto the nice list. Check this out. Police say 44-year-old Helen Ann Williams hit her husband, wait for it, with a ceramic squirrel, then stabbed him with that ceramic squirrel on Christmas Day. Now, why would she do this? Well, her husband says he went to the store, but it was closed, and he didn't come back with the beer she told him to get, so she attacked him. She says he fell and cut himself, but she's now charged with criminal domestic violence and cruelty to ceramics. I may have made up that last part myself. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott McGee.
And I'm Suzanne Colucci. The U.S. Attorney is now investigating the shutdown of lanes that caused major traffic jams on the George Washington Bridge.
Now, those lanes may have been closed for political payback against a local mayor, but Governor Christie maintains he knew nothing about it. And new tonight, Putnam County's embattled district attorney reiterated today he will not resign. Adam Levy has been severely criticized for his handling of a child rape case involving his former personal trainer. Several politicians have called for Governor Cuomo to appoint an independent prosecutor to look into this issue. And today, the son of TV's Judge Judy said in a statement his primary focus remains protecting justice for the people of Putnam County, and he will not step down. There are fewer holiday shoppers in stores this year, and so there are fewer holiday jobs. Holiday employment's down by nearly 5%, sort of a cause and effect thing. You see, stores aren't moving the seasonal merchandise, so they need fewer seasonal workers. And are you worried about your kids spending a little too much time playing with computers or tablets? Well, Amazon's new Kindle may be able to help you out a little bit. It's got parental control software that allows parents to set time limits on games and videos and can even limit kids to approved educational sites. And you know what? No one likes waking up to an alarm. That's just universally true. But thanks to Pandora, at least you can wake up to your favorite music. The online music streaming service is trying to separate itself from competitor Apple iTunes Radio. So you just set the clock and your favorite music channel, bada boom, it wakes you up. Best of all, it comes with a snooze button.
Or you might just lay there and listen to it all day.
Yeah, you may just fall back asleep again, being just relaxed by your own music. Hey folks, to Cheyenne, Wyoming we go, where the Grinch isn't on the lookout to steal your presents while you lie in your bed, but to nab you if your foot turns to lead. With his trusty dog Max and his radar gun at the ready, he took to the streets to remind drivers to slow down and use their heady. But you see, he'd rather give drivers a wave than write them a ticket, but summon them he will so their car doesn't end up in a thicket. My little tribute to Dr. Seuss right there.
Holiday tribute.
That's it.
By
That's
Scott
for you.
McGee.
That's for you, Mr. Grinch.
All right.
My heart is 2 sizes bigger already.
Oh, very nice. Walt?
What rhymes with injury? I need, help me out here.
That's why I didn't use that
to follow
word.
the Grinch,
It's like
but you
orange.
must.
You
Right,
can't use
exactly.
orange.
It doesn't work. Right. All right.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott McGee. Janina's off tonight. In just the past year alone, there were more than 100 heroin deaths in the Hudson Valley. And today, Governor Cuomo calls the problem an epidemic and announced steps to tackle this very worrisome issue. News 12's political reporter Tara Rosenblum has more on what's being done to help those hooked on heroin. New tonight, an investigation is now underway after a suspect collapses and dies during a chase with Yonkers police. Now, this happened early this morning on Corvallis Place near Cross Hill Avenue on the city's northwest side. News 12's Noel McLaren is on the scene for us with more on what happened. Noel, what happened here? Well, folks, take a look at this new must-see video. It is amazing. Released in that chain reaction crash at the Mamaroneck gas station on the Hutch. You can see that driver zoom into the station, slam into a car, and the gas pump sparking the fire. Well, then you saw that state police investigator. He was gassing up. He jumped into action. First he ran away, then he ran back and rescued the driver. You see him pulling the driver of that car to safety. We're going to hear from that hero coming up in the next half hour. Well, folks, new tonight, Chapter 12 overhead after a scare at Putnam Valley Middle School on Peekskill Hollow Road today. A bomb threat was found in a bathroom this morning. School officials didn't take any chances, moving all students to nearby Putnam Valley High School. Then after a sweep of the school found nothing. City Council didn't just pass the budget, they also agreed on a major change in the way the school district is run. Both the council and the Board of Ed are signing off on an agreement to consolidate services and save money. News 12's Grace Noon continues our Team 12 coverage with more on what the budget would mean for students and teachers. New tonight, after increasing criticism, Sustainable Playland has just withdrawn its plan to revitalize the historic county amusement park. County Executive Rob Astorino announced that Dan Biderman, an expert in urban and public space, will undertake an entire review of the park and make recommendations this fall. The county has also hired an outside firm to operate the ice casino. Sustainable Playland will now concentrate on fundraising. Westchester will retain full control over the operations of the park.